What's up, you guys? It is Saturday, May 30th, 2026, and I'm at the old Gladys Burnham Elementary School. This is where I spent my 5th grade year here, 2001 and 2002 school year. So I'd like to take a detour of this corridor. And so the school's fire alarm system, it is a silent night system, which I thought it was firelight the whole time. So starting with room 104, that used to be one of these rooms. Used to be a head start room. Green chalkboard. I remember the toilet room. And I remember these fire alarms, system sensor spectral classics with a fixed 1575 candela. I actually have one of those in my collection. So this is room 104. And this is room 100. This is room 100. This one's got an exit. Pull station next to it. I believe this used to be the kindergarten. And right by the door in each classroom they were phones. I don't even know if these phones work. Okay, this is the exact classroom that I was in. Room 105. This is the exact classroom when I was in. And I remember the view. Looking out the window, and I believe there was a map of the United States on the wall, like in the window. So yeah, remember, this is the exact classroom. This used to be the life skills classroom. Because I remember the exact room that I was in. I think it was Mrs. Besley, Mrs. Van Ness, and other teachers that I used to know. And take a look at this. It used to be a clock, speaker clock combination, but the only thing that's missing is the clock. Looks pretty weird without the clock. So yeah, this school used to be part of the Athens area school district. Room 101. I think this is the one with the shower and sink. Trying to convert this into an apartment or something like that. I believe this was a kindergarten room. The floor looks pretty cool, but not when it's dirty. So yeah, I think they tried to make a makeshift shower or something like that. And I remember each of them in these classrooms here at the school had fire alarms in each classroom. Room 106. There's the old globe. I wonder if this has got to be the first grade room or second grade room. I forgot what it was, but you know, there's the desks. I remember using those desks from elementary school to middle school. Let's see, that one of them has like paint on it. I believe this was, this was a music room. That's what this room was. This room was a music room. The other room over was an art room. Was art room. So this used to be the music room. I remember the name Mrs. Reynolds. I remember having her for a middle school teacher. Yeah, you see all this writing on there years ago. So yeah, this was a music. So yeah, it was a music room, and there's a speaker clock combination. Looks pretty good with that clock in there. I know it's not working because I believe the master clocks are not working. Trying to figure what brand that clock is. Starts with an L. It's hard to see because the hands are in the way. It looks like it says it's 5:31. So yeah, room 102 was the music room. Room 107, which I believe it was maybe a teacher for first grade. I mean, a room for first graders. And I believe room 103. I bet this was the art room. Yeah, this was an art room. I know smells a little bit like musty and moldy in here. And there's the other part of the school that goes to the multi-purpose room. And that section here, that must be the part of the kitchen. So, unauthorized personnel only. So I believe this was a itinerant staff room. And a restroom. And there's the entrance where you should enter. So the room that I just came out of, itinerant staff, room 114. And those are the restrooms, workroom, 112. Storage room. Storage room 111. I know these are pretty dark in there. So yeah, this is like the workroom. And after that, there's the library. The actual library. Another one of those clock speaker combination. Gotta love those. Room 19 was the library. The seminar room. Room 120. And there's the mechanical room. So yeah, mechanical room. There's the pool station. Devin, I got bored because I know better than that. I know it's dark. There's the exit sign. I remember seeing those with the black housing. So yeah, this is inside the mechanical room or the boiler room. Basically mechanical room. It's hard to see. The lights, I already know the lights are off. There's the power boxes, the breaker boxes, heating supply. No power. I think room 121 is the mechanic room. And there's the storage. There's a lot of wires, but I know this needs a lot of work.
There's a giant wall right here, and this is all one room, and this is a stage right here, so there's no wall.
There's the faculty's office, the office suite.
No, you guys need shoes on over here.
Room 129. This was room 136. Bingo. Look what I just found. I just found the fire line panel. Right here in this room. Silent Night, Italian Night. Fire alarm control panel. Model 5820XL. Room 136. I just found the fire alarm panel. As you can tell, the batteries are gone. So yeah, the batteries are definitely gone. I wasn't sure if this is this has to be a addressable fire alarm panel or conventional. I think this has to be a conventional system. And there's the janitor 137, janitor's room. Faculty room 129. I would love to have the fire alarm system. Any fire alarm devices is made from Honeywell, like, I'm talking about Firelight, Notifier, Silent Night,
Alexa.
Gamewell, who knows? Here's the nurse's office. Used to be the nurse's office, and there's the bathroom, the cleanest bathroom in the building. And this used to be the examination room. That was part of the nurse's office. Another storage room. Ooh, spacious. a little spacious. Got a remote strobe in there. That's pretty cool. This is the exact, this must be the principal's office. And this is a pretty good view from the principal's office. We see G Road and Monkey Run Road over there. There's the CRT TV. That's where the dome camera is, like in the hallway. Through the door. And this is where so this is the exact area where I done the morning announcements, right here in this office. And this must be the phone or the Berkshire System Group Incorporation. I wonder that was part of the Bell system.
Checking it all out.
Yep, checking it out. Checking everything out.
Yeah, do you have a... What do we use for...
So yeah, since I found the fire alarm panel, the main one. And there's the fire alarm annunciator. Would be right here. Don't know why that's painted over. Copy room number 134 outside the copy room is the fire alarm annunciator from Silent Night, because the school had a Silent Night fire alarm system. Room 160, this is where I took my computer classes here. And I remember this room used to be full of computers. And there's the corridor. This is the pod. So one of these rooms was my homeroom teacher. My homeroom. So one of these rooms was my fifth grade homeroom. My fifth grade homeroom. There's room 155, room 156, room 157, room 158, room 159.
I think so. I think they're only like that in the kitchen or in the gym. I think these are just walls. We could talk. We could see.
And I love this place. I would love to live here. It's so spacious.
So many cool places. Yeah, a lot of places to explore.
Yeah. You can spend your own vacation, your own place.
Yeah. Oh, we can't go through this line, I don't think.
Nope. I think you can.
Oh, look at here. They're hanging stuff.
Yeah, they used to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see through, right?
Yeah. So that's the windows is transparent. I remember the grid. So in one of these classrooms, those were one of my homerooms. I had Mr. Hill for my fifth grade.
Yeah.
My fifth grade homeroom teacher.
This way, dog? You live nearby?
I live in Sayre.
How close is that?
About a couple, 20 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
Just about.
Yeah, no, see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we live like
Did you see the clean bathroom?
just under
Yes.
4 hours. I
Yeah,
didn't go in yet now, but You don't want to bring your food in there.
Okay, this is the dome camera. That's where the camera was pointing to. That was on the CRT TV in the office. Okay, I haven't got to the multi-purpose room yet.
Yeah.
There's a slot where the fire extinguisher used to be. Here's the reading room, 138. There's the kitchen. Room. So this is an exact room that I ate my lunch in this room right here. Multi-purpose room, room 148. I remember it had a stage, which is so cool. Tables built into the wall. This is so cool. This room is so cool. Like the stage slides, which I believe there's 6 of them. This is how I unlock my memories here at the school. Abandoned school. It used to be the school. So this is the area where the kids will get their lunches. We used to get their lunches from this serving window. This big serving window. When the kids gets done with their trays, when they get done with their lunches, when their trays are emptied out, they would return the trays into this window that is currently closed. I remember here we used to sing Christmas carols. We used to have assemblies. And then we used to have
No, one's a good guess.
gym in this room.
It is so close to 1. It is 12:49.
This is the actual stage. Pretty cool stage.
1 in 11 minutes.
Yep, today I just found out that the school had not a fire alarm system, not notifier. It was Silent Night fire alarm system by Honeywell. There's the overhead projector thing, the screen. So this is the actual stage where I'm on. Got some couple set of curtains. That's pretty cool. I think one time I remember standing on the stage for the concert or something like that. So I remember I just found out that the fire alarms are disabled because I seen the fire alarm panel, but it has no batteries in it, nothing's hooked up to it. So remember this refrigerator that I saw. That's the kitchen.
Thank you. Follow back and
Two-stepper is really
Look. Okay, those are the block walk-in freezers, one of them. Can you imagine being trapped in here? I'll be bad. Bad day. And there's some type of room. No power. I know this is the washroom where they wash trays. I remember seeing the hood over that and the one in the kitchen. I'd like to do a big shout out to Ronan Schoolhouse. A big shout out. Since I bought the school. And they're originally from New Jersey. I wonder what happened to that light. Looks like it's slanted.
Let's see your skills, dog.
I absolutely love this place.
Yeah. It's
It's a hidden gem.
it's a cool building.
Yeah, it is. It's a pretty good sized building too
Yeah.
for an elementary school. Did you used to go here?
No.
No?
We just found it for sale online.
Yep. $31,000 square feet. Yep. So yeah, give credit for this video to Ronan Schoolhouse. The YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to that channel and all their social media networks like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I don't even know if they have X for Twitter. I forgot. So pretty much just a detour of the school from the inside. I think one fire drill, like April 2002, I remember when I was in the art room. I remember we were making kites, and I remember when the fire alarm went off for a fire drill. And I was in the art room. And in May of 2002, I remember going on a trip to Knoebels, and I rode a school bus. So yeah. So if you like this video, and I'm giving this video credit to Ronan Schoolhouse. I know they did the video of the tour of the school, so I know I like to give them credit. So yeah. So other than that, it's your boy T Studio X signing out. If you like this video, and a shout out to Ronan Schoolhouse. So if you like this place, the 31,000 square feet of space that people love, I think it's pretty good to spend our vacation in here.
What's that?
I think it's pretty good to spend our vacation in here.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, shout out to Ronan Schoolhouse. huge shout out to Ronan Schoolhouse. So remember all of this. See, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, notifications, and this has been a video for the school that I've been here since 1 year, 2001-2002 school year. I remember going here at this school, Gladys Burnham Elementary School, but it's now a Ronan Schoolhouse in Richmond Township. So yeah, and I remember the fold down tables. That they are definitely, that definitely unlocks my memories. Even some of them at Lynch, some of them at Lynch. So yeah. Remember those like signs, they look cool. And I remember the hallways that I used to walk in. Oh yeah, before I run out of storage space. Make sure you, before I run out of storage space, like, subscribe, and leave a genuine comment. And push this video out to the algorithm. To the platform. But other than that, it's your boy T Studio X signing out. So okay, this is the outside of the former Gladys Burnham Elementary School. So this is the actual, so this was the actual playground where all the kids had their recess. And say for instance they had, we'll say the school had a fire drill, they would line up in certain classes, depends on what class that they're in, like the designated area when the fire alarm goes off. So yeah, this is definitely, and I remember the school had a fire alarm. So I remember it had a fire alarm system, the silent night fire alarm system. That's one of the systems that suspected like Class 6 horn strobes on the outside. But before it was remodeled, they had exterior bells, but they don't work. I don't know if it's a 6-inch bell or I may be wrong. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. And it's 4 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, I gotta watch the battery since I'm down to like very low. I'm thinking about like 1% battery. So yeah, in one of the rooms, like prior to the hexagon, I was in one of those rooms. Mr. Hill was my 5th grade homeroom teacher. That's the way part of the school. But first I need a safe battery, but you know. so much fun. Almost after 24 years since I've been to this school that used to be open. Back in June of 2001, I remember going on a trip to this school. That was a pretty good trip. Pretty good field trip. There's the creek. See those posts? There used to be a chain link fence used to be there. I think that's part of it. Sorry, it's about windy. Yeah, other than that, I'm probably gonna be wrapping this up since I'm running out of low battery and low storage, and this is your boy, one and only. So yeah, this is the school that I went to back when I was in 5th grade. 2001-2002 school year. Heck yeah. The school was pretty good. The lunches were good. Everything was good here. So I know the school had fire alarm systems. I know it had pull stations, but it didn't have any smoke detectors or fire sprinklers for the school. So yeah, basically they used the fire alarms for fire drills. So back in 2001, in June, before it got remodeled, it had fire bells for the fire alarms, and small bells for changing classes. Remember those? Remember those days when you hear those bells go off every period. And you just love the sound of people sharpening their pencils. You would smell the wood. You smell the wood from the pencil. How it smells like a sawmill. Smell like fresh wood. I used to those pencil sharpeners. Try to sharpen when they do assignments and stuff. So yeah. So my idea was, so pretty much I was dreaming about this, and it came out true. So yeah, since the battery's running out and the storage space is running out, I'm gonna be wrapping this up. A big huge shout out to the Ronan Schoolhouse, originally from New Jersey.